Hey, everybody, welcome to the Going for Two Sunday morning start sit show. I'm Topher Kurt, but you can call me Topher. I'm here with my co-host, Jamie, and my father, Old Man Winter. Hit the intro, Jamie. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Going for Two mornings Sunday morning start sit show for your semifinals in your fantasy football leagues. I know some leagues do week 16 and 17 combined for championships, so maybe you have questions about that combination as well. You ask us questions, we answer them. Jamie, do you have anything that you're sitting there and like, crap, what should I do?
Not really. I kind of had to set my lineups already because there were so many games played. So I don't really have that many dilemmas.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of the same way, except my dilemmas have already happened because I started Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, and Christian Watson in my big league, and they got me less than a combined 10 points.
Yeah, and I left, who was that? That guy like 25, that running back, Walker, Kenneth
Yep.
Walker, on the bench in one of mine, which I should not have done. I don't know why I did that. Well, we don't know why because he hasn't been good.
I get it. And especially against the Rams, we didn't expect that.
And it was basically, what, 2 big runs that got him all those points?
Yeah.
So it can't be too upset.
They were forcing the ball to Charbonnet and trying to make him the feature back. I don't know.
Yeah. So here's some actives and actives. Actually, okay, so this is who I'm playing in my fantasy semifinals. So my answer, so morning, gents, this question is for everyone but Chris, since I'm going against him for a chance at the belt. Jackson Dart or Bryce Young? My answer is Puka Nacua.
Yeah, I don't see how you can sit Jackson Dart with that rushing upside. Bryce Young, I know they're going to throw more in this game because every team that goes against Tampa Bay ends up throwing like a 5% increase in passing. So I do have Bryce Young in my top 20, but closer to 20, and Dart's up there like in that 12, 13 range for me.
What do you think, Old Man Winter?
I actually lean towards Bryce Young in this one, just because they are going to be throwing the ball. Tampa Bay and Carolina. This is a huge game, so I think Baker is going to be on fire, and I think Bryce Young is going to have to sling the ball to keep up. And I haven't been impressed that Jackson Dart has done great if you do his rushing, but his passing numbers aren't exactly great.
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking at it logistically, yes, I'm being kind to you, Chad. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have given up the third most fantasy points per game to the quarterback position. So that really helps you out right there. And then the Giants, let's see, they play Minnesota, and Minnesota has given up the 30th most. So they're top 3 fantasy defense against the quarterback. So that's stats talking for you. Just hope whoever you choose scores less. Okay, here we go. Ryan, thanks for being here week in, week out. We appreciate it. In the final 3 of my guillotine leagues. There we go. Not sure who to start in my 3 flex spots. Here are my options: Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry, Bucky Irving, Bijan Robinson, and Devon Achane.
Ooh, a lot of good choices. So in these 3, I don't
Yeah.
think I can sit Derrick Henry in December.
Yeah.
Like that's a cheat code right there.
They're playing the Patriots. That is a concerning matchup for me. Let
Yeah, I
me see.
still have him top 12.
Let's see. New England is fourth best against the running back. However, over their last 3 games, they've given up their only 2 100-yard games all season. So to Chase Brown and James Cook. So maybe they're lightening up on that. Yeah, I like Derrick Henry there.
I mean, we like all these people this week. We
Well,
should pick 3. So Jamar Chase, I have him my number 1 overall wide receiver. So I think I have to go with him as my number 1 pick. I did say I have to go Henry, but in my rankings, I have A-Chain higher. I have Bucky higher. They're both in my top 6.
I have Bucky lower. I'm a big Bucky stan, but I think what's it called? I think that they still use Sean Tucker and Rasheed White a lot, and Sean Tucker is becoming a goal line vulture. So I'm going Bijan over kind of. So I'm kicking out Bucky Irving and Chase Brown right now. Those are the 2 I'm kicking out. What do you think?
I would agree. Bucky Irving, he only practiced once this week. And I think, again, you're right on the touchdown steals. So I think you got to go roll with Bijan for sure. You got to put Henry in your lineup. And Jamar Chase, just for the upside, you never know what could happen with that. I think you got to start him as well.
Yeah, so definitely my 2 would be Bijan, Chase, and then I'm going to go A-Chain. They're just going to have to lean on him.
Yeah, they are. I also think that it could be. Well, who are they playing?
Cincinnati, Miami.
Oh, okay. Yep. Never mind. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Well,
Absolutely.
the only concern, HN does a lot of his work with the routes and catching, and having the new quarterback in there. I think that limits his upside a little bit.
I think so, but honestly, he has not had to rely on that. He's had in his last 4 out of 5 games, he's eclipsed 90 rushing yards. And in those games, he's had 2 games where he's had 1 or 0 receptions. So he normally does rely on that, but it has dipped down a little bit recently. But I mean, you also when you have a target like that, you have to use it, especially with a backup quarterback. So we're saying who?
For sure, for me, it's Bijan and Jamar Chase. And then I'm going to go A-Chain.
I go A-Chain as well. Very close with Derrick Henry, though. Old Man Winter?
I'd go Derrick Henry, Bijan, and Jamar Chase.
There we go. So you got 2 of them for sure, Bijan and Jamar. So
And remember, in these guillotine leagues at this time of year, you have to shoot for upside.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Okay, J-Man.
What's up?
Let's see. What up, guys? Pick 2 for flex. Kelsey, Henry, Worthy, or Godwin. Full PPR and tight end premium. Your advice last week helped out a lot. Of course it did. Like, that's what we're here for. We get paid the big bucks to do that. Also, if I step off to the side to blow my nose or something, I've got a beautiful head cold that when I woke up this morning, the first thing my dad said to me was, "You sound awful." I was being nice to him and I didn't say you look awful, but here we are. So let's see.
This is such an ugly question.
It's bad.
Okay, so I'm assuming this Henry's Hunter Henry because we're talking tight end preview. So Hunter Henry's so hit or miss.
Yeah, he's got a bad matchup too, I believe.
Yeah, against Baltimore. Yeah. I don't like Worthy. I don't like Worthy at all. I'm going Godwin and Kelsey or Godwin and Henry. Godwin is my consistent one there.
So where do you have Godwin? Because I have him pretty low,
Let me
like in the 50 area.
pull up where I have them. I did these a few days ago, so I can't guarantee that they're as good as they should be. I've got him at 27.
Ooh, okay. So I got him way, way low. Like I'd rather start like the John Mechie's or the Khalil Shakur's, Josh Downs.
Oh. No, I think that he gives wide receiver 3 output.
Well, Kelsey, I think, is a must. They're going to lean on him. Minshew has got to throw to someone.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I would go. I'd go Kelsey and Godwin here. I think Godwin's just coming on. He had a touchdown last week. I think they're going to throw the ball a lot in Tampa Bay. So I think that's a good thing. Hunter Henry, too up and down for me. Not really a fan of Worthy. So yeah, I would say Kelsey and Godwin. It's not even close.
Yeah, so I do have Worthy over Godwin, but in this situation where I'm already starting Kelsey in the tight end premium, I would consider Godwin over Worthy.
yeah, that's fair. It's fair. Okay, here we go. Hey, Matt, here we go. A couple of ugly flex spots. Thankfully, I played Puka and Kenneth World War III. Start 2 have PBR, tight end premium. Mooney, DeMarcado, Hunt, or Henry.
Jesus,
Oh,
man.
this,
How did you make it to your championship
I was gonna
with this roster?
well, I mean, injuries also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going, I mean, Hunt. Hunt has been the most consistent out of any of them. I think Hunt and Henry are your 2 best bets. I wouldn't touch Mooney with a 10-foot pole. DeMarcado is only in there sometimes. I don't trust DeMarcado. I'm going Hunt and Henry.
I would actually agree on that as well. I'd stay away from Mooney. Not a big fan of DeMarcado. Inconsistent. So Hunt, yes, and Henry. That's my 2.
Yeah, Hunt's the only one that I actually feel comfortable with. I'm starting Mooney in 1 just because I have to. So I'm hoping he does something.
Yeah.
But I can't rely. Like I don't know what he's going to do. So with it being tight end premium, yeah, I guess go Hunter Henry.
I may be looking at the waiver wire and see if there's anybody else out there as well.
Yeah. This is rough, Matt. This is rough. I'm sorry that you're experiencing it. Also, he invites you to the show. Welcome to the show, old man. Winter.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, here we go. Chad, Matt, last dilemma. Kelsey Kincaid or Gadsden at tight end. Currently have Kelsey plugged in, but any Chiefs worry me right now with Minshew starting and playing for nothing.
I've been moving Gaston up a little bit here and there, but he's still not as high as I got Kelsey. So that'd be my pick.
Yeah, Gadsden's fallen off as of late. Yeah, he did have, 61 yards last week against the Chiefs, but that was the last time he eclipsed 50 yards since week 9. He had his little breakout moment and has really come back to earth. They do play Dallas this week, so that could be a higher point of contention, could help out. I need to look at Kincaid. What are you thinking, old man?
I'm leaning more towards Kelsey on this too. I don't know Kincaid. I thought injury reports weren't. I think he's kind of risky. He didn't practice a lot this week. I think Kelsey is your safe bet here.
I also think they just announced that Keon Coleman is a healthy and active for the 3rd week in a row. Not 3rd week in a row, 3rd week this season. So I think that there's definitely some intrigue to when Keon Coleman's out and another receiver is out, the tight ends do get more work in Buffalo. So
Yeah. But then you got Dawson Knox taking away some of the targets. So I don't know.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I hope whichever one you choose scores the least amount of points. Once again. Yes. Okay. And then Chad says, congrats on the dub last night to the Pops.
Hey, awesome.
Yeah.
That was quite a game. We are actually at the game.
Oh, yeah, they know.
Oh, they know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And he's in the KC league.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he he definitely knows. So yeah, it was great until the last 5 minutes in overtime.
Well, I thought the last 5 minutes in overtime were fantastic.
I'm just glad I got that DJ Moore touchdown because the first, almost the whole game was getting nothing. All of a sudden, because I'm playing with him in one of my leagues, and he was only getting me 1.7 points or something all game. And then he catches that touchdown, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that was watching that unfold in real time. It felt like an out of body experience. You saw the ball thrown, and you're like, "Well, this is it." The slow mo version in movies where they're having a whole monologue and everything's going, and you're like, "What is happening?" Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I looked over at Topher, and the shock and awe in his face was priceless.
Yeah. No, it costs a few $100 for the tickets. So yeah. Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, ask us your question. Fantastic.
So I did hit my moaning guy prop. I put 50 plus rushing, and he got 50 exactly. So
we got 50 exactly. I thought it was 51.
I thought it was 50 exactly, but love that because I was gonna go 60. I was going ballsy, but I was like, no, let's just play it safe and go 50.
Yeah. So, while we're waiting for some more questions, do you have any? You like to throw out some prop bets that you're doing?
Oh yeah, let me pull them up. Let's see.
My favorite prop bet of the week is Tyler Shuck under 1 interception. You know why?
Because he's playing the Jets, I think, right?
I've not had an interception all season. It is the easiest. I think it's the easiest prop bet out there.
I think they have one interception.
Do
they
they?
have one turnover all season.
Yeah.
And I think it's an interception.
Well, let's look, because then that would have happened last week, because I listened to the Heed the Call podcast, and the main host, Dan Hansis, is a
and then
huge
it didn't happen
Jets
last
fan.
week, so
and he has been grieving the lack of interceptions that they have had. Yep, they have 0 interceptions.
I think just one turnover.
They have, they have 7 forced fumbles, but it doesn't show me how many they've recovered. But 0 interceptions. Yeah.
So I'm going Mike Evans props.
Yeah.
I took his 64.5 over. I put 180 plus yards at plus 4,300. Just I put $1 on it,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
$40, But there's who's to say he can't get 180 plus yards? I would have put 200 if I could have, but that was the highest I could have gone. But his regular prop 64.5. When I don't know what it is now, but I think that's free money.
Yeah. I've thrown some money on Evans as well. On underdog, they're by the way, if you play underdog or you haven't played underdog before and you want to, I'm going to promote my other site that I work for, which is Fantasy Now Plus. And if you type in FN Plus as a promo code, you bet $5, you get $100 in bonus bets. So you can't withdraw that, but you get $100 to just throw wherever. That is not your money. And you can gain. And if you win those bonus bets, it comes back to you as real money, not as bonus bets. So I highly recommend that you do that because it's fun. It's fun to do that. On Underdog right now, they're also doing a bunch of like, hey, here's what's happening. Each day they've got literally like a Christmas gift for you. So yesterday it was a 60% profit boost. So I bet on CeeDee Lamb getting over 90 yards, Mike Evans over 5 receptions, Tyler Shuck under one interception, Jacoby Brissett at over 37 and a half pass attempts, and Jamison Williams at over 4.5 receptions, because all of those things have been very true steadily for a bit. I bet $11, and with a 60% bonus boost, if I get that, I get $400. Like I typically do, much lower bets, but I sometimes you just gotta throw it and see if it sticks. Here we go. Would you rather start Igbuka or Wandale?
This one's not even close. It's Wandale for me. I don't want to trust Ibuka. He hasn't been playing well.
Yeah.
And you got Mike Evans back, so I have him outside my top 32. And then Wandale, man, I got him top 15, or at 16, 17-ish.
Yeah. Let's see. I have I have Wandale at 23. I have Igbuka at 33 because he does have that breakout potential. But I don't even love my 33 ranking of him as I'm looking at that right now. It's a Wandale for me.
Yeah, it's not even close for me. Wandale all the way. Abuka is now has a lot of competition for receptions, and he hasn't been playing great. However, Wandale is the go-to receiver down there. So
Yeah, he's had some bad drops lately. He really has. Um, Last week he was ranked wide receiver 38, but that wasn't anything special. So he has had since week 6. So in week 5, he was a top 32 receiver in the first 5 weeks. He's since then he's only had one game in the top 32. So boom. How are we feeling about Waller?
Uh,
uh,
Man, I know it's such a great matchup. So I do still have him in my top 10. Let's see where do I have him. I got him at 8. He would have been in the top 5 if he didn't have a rookie quarterback throwing to him.
Yeah, I mean they're playing Cincy, and Cincinnati has notoriously. It was 2 weeks ago when I saw this that the tight ends that play Cincinnati would be tight end 7 overall on the year. So now something that I do worry about is Greg Dulcich, because Greg Dulcich has been getting some bigger plays and they know how to utilize them that way. So Waller is definitely a touchdown boomer bust guy for me. So if you feel like you can afford that kind of boomer bust, great. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I'd keep him. I'd keep him back. I know it's a great matchup, but I think Greg Dulcich comes out the benefactor in this. What do you think?
I'd go with Waller here. He gets so many red zone targets, and he gets open in the red zone, even with the rookie quarterback. I think you got to keep him here. Throw to the tight end is pretty safe for a rookie quarterback.
That's true.
And I just think he's gonna. I think he's gonna do well. In fact, I put him in my lineups and actually picked him up to put in my lineup. So
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I might be wrong on this. I'm listening to this and I'm considering it more, and I think depending on who else I'd be starting, it depends on who else. What's
true.
my option?
Yeah.
So that's my thought.
So another prop bet I looked at is Mike Evans touchdown. It's at plus 140.
Yeah,
I smashed that all day, and then I even put a 2 touchdown at plus. I think it was plus 950. for 2 touchdowns. So definitely love 1. 2's risky.
I did. Let's see. I did. Why is this? Don't log me out. What are we doing here? Okay, so I did. Oh, it's because I'm in a new state. Gotcha. Okay, so I did put a prop bet on. Where did this go? I swear
Technology is hard for
it is apparently. But maybe I haven't yet, but I'm going to. I need to do it right now. Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm placing a. Woo,
Bless you.
thank you. I'm placing a 3+ touchdown bet on him because the last
3030.
yeah, his touchdowns have literally been 0, 3, 0, 3, 0. And why not? Why not throwing $2 on there, get 16 back if I win it? You know?
And they're playing Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a possibility there.
Yes.
Dallas defense is known to give up some points. I think it's going to be a high scoring affair.
Yes. Ooh. Okay. Chad, screw it. One more. See, even though we're opponents, I'm being professional in my job. I will, when I fly back to Kansas today, I will find your car and key it, but I'm being professional here on the broadcast. So screw it. One more. With Michael Carter getting the start in favorable matchup, is it worth playing him over Dowdle or Hampton?
Yeah, I mean, I have them ranked over Dottle and Hampton. I mean, with Dottle, I'm worried that they're going to have to throw more, and that could bode well for Hubbard getting more snaps. So they're going to be a 50-50 split probably. Vidal, I mean, he's been getting a lot of work.
He has been. No, that's not the right Carter.
So I have Carter at 20 and the Dottle 25, Hampton 26.
I mean, just kind of looking right now, Michael Carter has only touched the end zone once this season. That was week 5. And last week he did improve. He had 80% of the snap share, 14 rush attempts, and 4 receptions. But I don't think there's a touchdown upside there.
I don't. Mike Carter doesn't have any competition. It's going to be him.
Yeah.
But Rico Dottle, I think he has been pretty consistent in some things. I would probably go with him over Michael Carter.
Yeah. And then, I mean, Amarian Hampton is getting work. It's just he's not playing like it. He has to be more efficient. He has to be more on top of it. And plus, because of how Vidal has played, he won't be the main option.
Right.
And I believe that Chuba has been, so his snap share since week 9 has been below 45, except for 1 week. He's only had 5, 3, 4, 3, 8, and then 17 carries. And that is very different from Dowdle, who since week 9 has had 25, 18, 19, 18, 16, and then 6. So the opportunity is where you're going to want it. And Dowdle gives you those opportunities. Hampton gives you those opportunities more as well. And I think they're both better players. What do you think? Yeah. And Chad, I'm being Scout's honor, and I'm doing exactly what I would do.
Yeah,
okay?
I would definitely go Dottle over.
If I wanted Carter. You to lose, I would say please play Michael Carter.
I'm just going to say play Michael Carter because I have him the highest. So
yes, there we go. Jamie's on my side. See, love to see it. Okay. Question from Ben Barcelona.
Yeah, this was my former co-host on this show right here.
There we go. Okay. Tyler Shuck versus the Jets or McCarthy versus the Giants? Oh,
Oh, this is.
Why?
Well, I
Yeah.
have them back to back, 17, 18. Um, I would trust Shuck more just because who played the Jets last week? Wasn't there a crappy quarterback that went off?
Well, let me look.
So I'm thinking just because of the matchup.
Oh, hold on. Last week was Jacksonville.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I might be thinking of someone else, but it is the Jets, man. They're gonna let you throw. Plus, Shuck has a little bit of that rushing upside.
That's what I like about Shuck the most. Also, as somebody that has studied name pronunciations and foreign languages, Shuck does not make any sense to me, and it hurts my brain. Okay, so looking over the past few weeks, Tyler Shuck is averaging about 20 to 21. The last 2 weeks, JJ has had 26 and 29 and a half points in each of those games. Um, they do play the Giants. Giants are pretty. Let's see. Let's look. Quarterback, all NFL teams. Yeah, Giants give the fourth most fantasy points. They're the fourth easiest opponent, and Jets are the 10th most easiest opponent. Now, something we do want to look at is how rushing goes against them. So there have been 4 quarterbacks that have had 40 or more rushing yards against the Jets. But if we're looking at the Giants now, Giants have given up more rushing, but JJ McCarthy doesn't do as much rushing. So that's not as a statistic we have to necessarily overly worry about. So I kind of go McCarthy here.
I don't hate it. Like I said, I got them back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning more towards Tyler Shug. I think the other thing too, who are Jets starting this week at quarterback?
Oh, I don't even know his name.
Bryce Allen, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I think part of it is
Bryce. Is it Bryce? Who is it?
Brady Cook.
Brady Cook, that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's going to be a field position game where Tyler's going to benefit from having the ball in good field position over McCarthy. McCarthy's hot and cold for me. Tyler's been pretty consistent. He's actually done better than I thought he would, but I think the matchup here is what leads me to going Tyler over McCarthy.
Yep. Okay. Waller, 1.75 tight end premium or Audric Estime?
1.75 ton in premium. I would go Waller. We saw him get 8 targets last week, caught 7 of them, and I think 2 of them were in the red zone. He caught both touchdowns, right?
I think that's right.
I don't want to trust Estime. He's like a 5th string running back, just
Yeah.
thrown into the starting position. Like he's on a rookie contract, and was Denver just let him go?
Yeah.
So he's not that great.
Yeah. I'm with you there. I'm going Waller. This is easy for me, especially with that tight end premium.
Yeah, my Waller as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even if it wasn't tight end premium, I would still probably go Waller.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Ray Gamer, thank you for being here. Jefferson or Ibuka and non PPR. 6 points for Tutty for 40-yard touchdown bonus. Okay. It could be weather and Vikings game. I'm stuck. So let's start off with that one. Jefferson or Ibuka. I'm going Jefferson. I don't love either of them right now, but Jefferson is Jefferson. And there's always a chance with him. And I feel like Ibuka, there's not a chance with him right now. I think he has to figure some stuff out. Next season, he'll come back. But like Ibuka's been on my bench for weeks, and it's not fun.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go Jefferson also. Have him in the top 24. We know he has number 1 overall talent. It's just the situation's not good. But I actually took a prop bet on him over 55.5 yards. I think that's an easy smash because he needs 160 yards to hit his incentive over the next couple games.
Yeah.
He's going to want to get that incentive. So he's also playing the Giants. Giants allow, I believe it was the 5th or 4th most points to the wide receiver position.
Yeah. They Giants, according to Yahoo Fantasy, give up the 3rd most points to.
I thought it was 5th, 4th or 5th, but
I mean, it's relatively close between 3rd and 7th. They're all within a point of each other. So, yeah. Oh, there's another question on here. Oof. And Burrow or Lamar in 6 points per pass touchdown, 40-yard touchdown bonus. Now, is that 40-yard touchdown bonus just on rushing or is it on passing as well? That's just something good to know. But I think it'd be hard to say no to Burrow here.
Yeah, Burrow's in a smash spot, man. I got him at 3. I even put him above my favorite, Drake May.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Burrow on this. Lamar's close behind him at 6, but both good options. I would just lean Burrow.
Yeah, I would say Burrow as well. And he's going to come out on fire, I think, to make up for the horrendous performance last week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is an easy one, Burrow, especially since Baltimore's playing New England.
Yeah.
New England, while they've had an easy schedule last week, proved that easy schedule is not a fluke.
And we love Lamar for his rushing upside, but he
Yes.
hasn't been there lately. The past 5 games, I think he only had 1 game over 30 rushing yards. The other ones were 10, 11.
Yeah. Well, he has had, since he got back in week 9, he's had 14, 36, 10, 11, 27, 43, 26 rushing yards per week and only 1 rushing touchdown in that time. If you look even just at last year, he had at least 40 rushing yards last year in every game besides 4. And he's barely doing that this year. So, yeah.
Yeah, especially with that touchdown bonus with 40-plus yards. I trust Burrow to hit either Higgins or Chase more than I do Lamar hitting Bateman.
Yeah. Or Flowers. I mean, Flowers has been very consistent this year. He's getting about 60 to 70 in almost every contest. He finally scored another touchdown last week. Finally. Here we go. We're saying that Ibuka goes off, and JC Horn will be on the Evans a lot. And first time Ibuka faces the Panthers, and he has one of the best games, but I don't know. I mean, that would be nice. That's a very nice fairy tale.
Yeah.
I love living in falsehood and in non-reality as well. Let me tell you, I'm an Ibuka guy. I love Ibuka, but I think they're gonna funnel it to Mike Evans as much as possible, because if he can somehow come away with another 1,000-yard season after his injury, that's what this team's goal is. Besides making the playoffs, their number 2 goal is getting Mike Evans that consistency record some more.
Yeah, he only needs 250 some yards a game.
Yeah, I think it's 283, isn't it?
I mean, he can do it. I believe it.
I said earlier, I took the 180 plus on Mike Evans just for the hell of it.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yo, there we go. Drop the mic is here. It's boom. Okay. Let's see. Hoping Jefferson has a first good game. As of now, I have him in. That's a good call. 40 touchdown bonus in both rushing and passing. I mean, if Lamar was actually Lamaring, then I'd consider it differently with the rushing, but I don't believe that. And thank you. We appreciate you. Zach Man, 360-1. I'm hoping, is this our Zach? I don't know if it is or not, because he changes his name every now and then. Because last year he had a different name. This year he's been the governor something or other. So Zach, if this is you who comes back every week, let us know. If you're not the same Zach that comes back in every week, thank you for being here. PPR, Godwin or estimate? Godwin.
It's got to be Godwin. I don't want to trust Estimate, especially in a
God-
championship game.
Godwin as well. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tempting to trust a running back one on a team. Yes, it is. There we go. See? It's our dude. He comes back every week, asks us at least one question, sometimes multiple, and he has favorites depending on how well we do. I was his favorite all of last year, and then this year I've fallen out of favor a couple times. So we're working on getting that back. Working on getting that favorite tag back.
So some touchdown bets I got. I mentioned Mike Evans. I love him. Jamar Chase, got to go with him getting a touchdown. And Nico Collins, I think he's going to smash a touchdown.
Against Las Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the ones I feel most comfortable about. And then what do you think about a Trey McBride?
Absolutely. That'd be a good one as well.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think I'm going to throw him on a touchdown.
has he scored in the last 4 or 5 weeks? I think it's something like that. It might be 5 out of 6 weeks he's scored.
Yeah, there was one week where he didn't score. Let me look. He has scored. So since week 6, he has not scored in 2 games. So he scored in 7 out of 9 games since week 6.
So, and, yep.
It's been pretty incredible.
So, and they'll throw the ball.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Especially, he played Houston last week and tore them to shreds on 12 receptions, 13 targets, 134 yards, and 2 tutties. Like crazy work right there. Do you have any questions about start sits or?
No, I had an interesting one that I did a dilemma on this week. In that I was choosing between a flex position of Blake Corum versus Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'd have done Corum. That's what you did, right?
I did Corum.
Good call.
So I think that worked out. He's pretty touchdown dependent sometimes, but yeah, he did get me a touchdown.
Yes.
About 40, 50 yards, something like that. So I think he'll outscore Addison.
Yeah. Okay. 80 Mitchell, Diggs, Woody Marks, pick 2. This is going to sound nuts. Sit Diggs.
Sit Diggs, absolutely.
Diggs has been so bad lately, hasn't he?
Yes. He had a very good game in week 11 with 105 yards. But besides that, he has not had over 50 yards. Mm-hmm. Since week 8, he had touchdowns in week 8, 9, and 10, has not had a touchdown in the last 4 games. And his volume and his snap share is going down. And he's just getting on the field less and less.
Yeah, so I have Diggs in the range of like Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, yeah.
Like Kendrick Bourne, Isaiah Bond, like crap players.
The concern here is probably Woody Marks, and
he was questionable.
Yeah, he got one practice in, and he was really questionable. But he's come out of a number of games too, so I could see him getting the start and getting banged up a little bit and coming out. That's a danger there. But I would still stay away from Diggs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're playing the Raiders. He also, I'm looking at this on Sleeper. He has 314 rushing yards over his last 5 healthy games, which is pretty legit. Like that's good for a running back too, And he's not been getting a whole lot of touchdowns, and this is a week that he can really score a touchdown. I like 80 Mitchell's upside. I hate Diggs's floor right now because it's the basement.
So I'm looking at one of my lineups, and these are my 3 flex players: Harold Fannin, Theo Johnson, and Gadsden. I have Kyle Pitts at my tight end, so I'm starting 4 tight ends, right?
Oh my gosh.
Would you sit any of those tight ends, which would probably be either Theo or Gadsden, for Brian Thomas in a tough matchup for Surtain, Marvin Harrison on a snap count, and yeah, those would be the only options.
I'd probably sit Gadsden for BTJ.
I would agree. I would agree. I think you got to put Thomas in there.
Yeah. I think, especially as of late, he's been showing sparks of himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is tough though, man.
And Gadsden hasn't been doing too much. I think he's actually dropped to number 2.
Yeah.
So
He had a good week last week, but besides that, it's been a rough bit. Yeah. Okay, same league, Coker or Diggs? Coker.
Yeah.
There's upside. Diggs doesn't have it.
We talked about it earlier. They're gonna throw a lot in that game.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. We've had a steady stream of questions today, which is awesome. Keep them coming. There are 4 of you watching. Ask us questions. We are more than willing to answer them as honestly as we can.
And then all you that are tuning in later tonight, I believe at like 8:30, we're having our Going for 2 annual Christmas party stream.
Yeah.
So make sure you hop in.
If I would not be on a plane at that time, I would be on it. So you can hold up like a picture of me. Like I need a cardboard cutout of me just sitting in the background. Okay. You can get that taken care of by tonight, right?
Yeah, I'll just make you my background on my stream. So.
There we go. That's what we're talking about. Love to hear it. Boom. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any other dilemmas I got.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of dilemmas either.
I think I had one that I was looking at here at the quarterback position. Dak Prescott or Drake May.
I love me Drake May. I might be biased on that, so I'm gonna say Drake May all day.
That's tough.
So Dak, I have him closer to like between 10 to 12, and I put Drake May at 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I can look at that. Give me just a second.
Yeah, I like Drake May's rushing upside. He's just been playing real well.
Well, and I'll throw another one out there for you too. Dak Prescott versus Jared Goff.
Ooh, so that's closer. I think I go Goff.
You'd go Goff?
Yeah, I got Goff over Dak.
That's what I did, but on the other one, I think I have Dak over Drake, so I need somebody convince me otherwise.
Here, let me look up someone that's actually smarter than me.
You want the short or the long list on that one?
Shut up.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of pop a bubble here. Drake May has been, since week 9, averaging QB 12 points. QB 12 points. And Goff has been kind of up and down with it since week 9. But he has had 4 weeks where he's been in the top 10. May hasn't in that time. He's also had 3 weeks in the middle of QB2 land. Now, here's the other one starting from week 9 as well. Dak Prescott in week 9 was QB 18. Then he was QB 3, 3, 6, and 9. Last week against Minnesota was 25. But otherwise, he's been the best one out of those 3. And now I need to look at how did they play the quarterback? Okay, so we're looking for the Chargers,
Chargers,
right?
yeah.
Chargers give up the second least amount of fantasy points to the quarterback. As we're looking at this, they've given up 2 actually good games this year, and that was to Patrick Mahomes in week 1 and Daniel Jones in week 7. Everything else has been under 20 points.
So let's take a look at Baltimore then to see what Baltimore does comparatively.
Baltimore 17th gives up the 17th fewest, so they're right in the middle, and they 1, 2, 3, 4 20-point games. Let's see, I'm burrowing them. So, but they've given up more with that. And when QBs go off against them, they go off. So, I mean, it's tough. That's a tricky one. Also, you have Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh has been pretty darn nice for the QB, giving up the 8th most fantasy points to the quarterback, and they've given up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 20-plus games, along with 4 games at 17 or more.
Yeah, I'm pretty set. I think I'm going to go with Goff on that one.
Yeah.
The Prescott over May. It's at LA Chargers, and it's at Baltimore for Derek May. Is there any weather concerns in Baltimore?
I don't know. Let's look.
So as you're looking at that, my go-to, Jeff Bell, he's no help here. He has them back-to-back at 13 and 12 and 13. So I went and I looked at Jody Smith. He's awesome. Met him at the Expo a couple times. He has Drake May at 3 and Dak at 11. And my boss, Joe Bond, who was a consistent top 5 ranker the past few years, he has Drake May at 4 and Dak at 8.
Okay. All right. I'm putting in May.
Let's see. Let's look at.
I'm looking at a few other people. Like Joey Wright has May a couple spots higher.
Yeah. Let's see.
The thing that I considered was that Dallas offense is so good that's one of the considerations.
Yeah. So the Patriots at Ravens, it's going to feel like 33 degrees, not bad, but cold with gusts of wind up to 28 miles an hour. So that does play a little bit of a factor.
I mean, gusts aren't that bad. Anything over like 20 to 24 could affect those like intermediate long bombs, but if it's just a gust here and there,
right,
I wouldn't rely on it.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, people, we got about 6 minutes left. We see 4 of you still watching. Thank you for watching. Ask us these questions. Boom. And I'm looking at the Fantasy Pros Twitter page, just seeing they always have a start-sit question thing, and sometimes it's fun to bring those up. Ooh, Pickens, Sutton, or Higgins?
Which Higgins?
T.
Oh, I'm going T.
Yeah. Yeah. He is coming off an injury. Okay. What do you think?
I probably lean towards Pickens.
Yeah. He's been kind of trash lately. I need him to step it up because he has not been performing well, and I need him in order to win this week. Okay, Sutton or Gainwell, 0.5 PPR.
That's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go first on this one. I actually think it's going to be Gainwell. Sutton's consistent receiver and has upside there, but I think Pittsburgh is going to need to pass, and Gainwell and the amount of targets that he gets is just tips the scale on this one. I think.
I agree with you, and if you would have asked me this earlier this season, I would have laughed at you. So Sutton, over his past 6 weeks, has gotten 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 receptions. So his receptions are going up. However, if we're just looking at opportunity, because that's how you get these fantasy points, Gainwell, over the past 6 weeks, has had 2, 7, 6, 2, 6, 7. So those have, Gainwell's getting Sutton's stealing multiple times.
Right. And I think Pittsburgh plays Detroit, right?
Oh yeah, they have to pass.
They're going to have to pass. I think I think they're going to be playing catch up or trying to stay in the game, because I think Detroit's going to put up points, and I think that just bodes well for Gainwell to have a bigger game.
Yeah, I'm going Gainwell. Jamie?
I have them real close, like a coin flip close. And I could just see a scenario where it's a Jalen Warren game.
Yeah.
It's going to be, but there's a possibility that he gets more work.
There's also a possibility that the Browns win the Super Bowl. I don't like those odds. The possibilities, though.
Well, I think the same thing here. I think isn't Tony Franklin back? And
Troy Franklin.
Troy Franklin. Yeah,
I did take Troy Franklin over 3.5 or no 2.5, because his line was only at 2.5 catches.
Oh yeah.
So I took the over on that. I could see him getting 3-4 catches.
Yes.
But I think Sutton's got to be the guy.
Oh, he's the number one. He's the go-to. But I think Franklin may steal a couple of those options from him.
Yes.
So yeah, Sutton last 2 weeks got 10 targets each week, 3 red zone targets.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Sutton's coming back as the number one, but that wasn't always the case this season. He's slowly making his way back. But yeah, I'm still going Gainwell on this. Yeah. Okay, we got 2 minutes, y'all. There's always somebody that comes in last minute, ask us 5 questions. So this is your moment. Have it.
Let's see. I got a Gainwell here. Yeah, no one I'm playing over him. Michael Pittman, Gainwell. No, I'm playing Gainwell.
Yeah, that's an easy call.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. Let's see. Next week we will be here again answering your fantasy questions. And then, unless if I'm unaware of something, I think Jamie, next week is our last show of the season.
Yeah. If you play in week 18 championships, we don't want to talk to you. You need to be better.
That's fair. So yeah, so next week is our last week, and you better come ask us questions so then we can help you win your fantasy championship. Thank you to Old Man Winter, my dad, for being here.
I love the opportunity. So
good.
It was great having you on.
Yes. I'll be shipping him back off to the nursing home right after this because we broke him out of it. And if you need me to be a jerk more, just let me know.
Yeah, you have that covered.
I do. It's a charm about me. I love it. Okay. Well, we're getting to that time right now. So thank you very much, everybody, for listening, watching, asking us questions. Continue to do so next week in our finale. And Jamie will sign us off.
Make sure you go win your games, because nobody likes to lose.